That's how I'm going to introduce the podcast going forth. Hey, hey, hello. It's now going to be secondary. It's going to be the primary introduction to Wrestling Color Podcast. Tama Tonga is a complete clown. That is the funniest shit. I'm sitting here like, is this guy really... That's his thing, and I'm not mad about it. Let's go ahead and get into Smackdown, September 20th, 2024. Not really a review for the second Smackdown since returning to the USA Network. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it was more highlights than lowlights. This was a cute show. It was moving nice and smooth. I didn't really have a couple of complaints, but I do got some complaints. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. LA Knight versus Andrade Cien Almas. I want him to call himself Cien Almas again. It was a cute match. Gave me what it need. Andrade did his sneaky elbow. I don't know what it's called, where he does the fake kick, and then he does that swinging elbow. The best looking move in Andrade's entire moveset. Love it, love it, love it, love it. One thing, I don't know what LA Knight gonna have to do, but he got this thing where he likes to run and jump to the third rope. Really athletic, super sexy, but he's having a difficulty. It's not happening all the time, so I don't think it's a big deal. But it happened. He tried to recover. It wasn't working. That's the only botch I saw. Other than that, it was a cool match. I liked it. LA Knight beat El Idolo clean, which I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem because what comes next is good. I don't see anything wrong with that. Some of y'all do. I don't. So let's go ahead. I thought it was cute. Jacob Fatu. In the beginning, everybody had to go through like detectors. Never have I seen this before, but the Fatus is they hood, so they had to go through the Tongans and Jacob had to go through the detectors. He goes in there and he beats the guards up. Then he said, "Who else want to pat down?" When I tell you I bust out laughing, that shit was just funny. That shit was funny as fuck. I love that. What else? That was a highlight for me. Then we're going to move right into Apollo Crews and Giovanni Vinci. I'm not really understanding what's going on here. I don't know if they're pushing Apollo Crews. I don't know if somebody has beef with Giovanni Vinci. But this actually didn't have to be on the show. Giovanni Vinci was walking to the ring. He wasn't all feeling himself. Got into the match and got rolled the fuck up. And that was it. Then we go backstage. This was funny. Andrade was trying to get himself together. And here come Carmelo and Hayes. And Carmelo Hayes was like, oh my God, what did he say? Go ahead and do the fries because you washed. What did he say? He said, put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed. And Andrade mushed the shit out of him. Their interaction was real aggressive. I loved it. Their interaction was super aggressive. I loved it. And I already called just a best of 7. I don't give a fuck how long they go. I don't see anything wrong with just an exhibition. Sometimes people want to fight just for their ego, for their pride. Carmelo's mocking him. I'm going to whoop your ass. I love the interaction. Great, great, great. Then we go into the highlight of the night for me. Yes. Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley and Naomi. The stipulations was weird. If Bayley and Naomi lost, then they would have to leave SmackDown. And Nia Jax told Tiffany earlier that she could leave too if she leaves. Like, Nia Jax already wasn't fucking with Tiffany because she walking around with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Even though there was a little teaser against Snatch and Grab, which is Jade and Bianca. I don't know where that's gonna go, but it sounds like, and they're not gonna break up. Nia and Tiffany ain't gonna break up because Triple H is slow with his storytelling. A fantastic match. There was a point when Naomi did She did a move straight into a full split, child. That's all I know. Okay, Naomi was doing most of the work, if you ask me. And then at the end, the climax was Bailey. They did a double move on Nia. Bailey rolled up Nia. Naomi took Nia's feet and did the over the head pin, and it was a double pin. And so at the end, everybody was like, well, who won? I was like, Naomi won. But Bailey was like, well, I won. So that was how that ended. Didn't see nothing wrong with that. Thought it was great. Great moment. What else? Now, what will come up is that Naomi's boots was under the bottom rope. And usually that's a rope break. But the ref counted anyway. So maybe they'll overlook that. I'm not sure. The main event was the Street Profits. Oh, before we even say the Street Profits, first of all, there was a whole thing with, I'm kind of backwards. So, there was a video package with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, and they were in the middle of the University of Georgia's football field. First of all, one thing WWE gonna do is they gonna fucking give you some cinema. Excellent. The filming was beautiful. Never issue with WWE on that. So this package, Roman rolled up 5 SUVs deep, all black, came out walking like he do to the middle of the field. Cody's driving through Atlanta, drove to the field. He walks out, took his jacket off, whatever. Fully dressed in a 12-piece suit. You know how Cody get down. They going back and forth. Roman essentially told Cody, listen, I don't got nothing. You know what I mean? I don't got shit to lose, and neither does my bloodline. But you want to have your ass in my motherfucking way, and I got to deal with you. So what is it exactly do you fucking want? Because I done put my blood, sweat, and tears into this bowl. I gave the people what they wanted. Cody was like, well, that's cute and everything, but I also gave the people what they wanted. There. And my family fought here, and, you know, my family. And Roman was like, yeah, all that's cute. So what the fuck you want? And Cody was like, well, listen, this is all I want from you. At the end of the day, we about to be in the ring. So, are you going to have my back or what? So, Roman was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have your back. But once all said and done, I want my fucking belt back. That's all I'm worried about. Because all this shit you talking is a bunch of bullshit. Cody Rhodes was like, well, and he said, and then Roman was like, move out my way. And Cody was like, well, wait a minute. Just remember, this is my title, not yours. It's not yours. It's not something you're supposed to get back. Roman was like, listen, get the fuck out my way, okay? The conversation's over. I got some places to be. Fantastic. Loved it. Roman commands the stage. Cody just feels like he's in the way. It's so weird. I don't know if it's just me. No, I'm not a fan of Cody's, but I do give him space because this is the storyline. But he literally, when Roman told Cody, get out of my life, like you are in my fucking life, leave me alone, I felt that shit. Like Cody is a boil on Roman's ass. And he ain't the only person who's a boil on somebody else's ass. Fantastic, loved it. Then we could go back to the main event. And this is where Kevin Owens had to find some tag partners for I don't even know what to go for, the bloodline. Kevin Owens was feeling some kind of way after the package between Roman and Cody. And Byron Saxton was asking him, like, well, what's wrong? Like, you want to tell me? And Kevin Owens was like, I'll tell you in the ring. So I don't even remember what he was saying. But either way, the bloodline came out there, and that's when Tama Tonga was barking and shit. It was like, we're going to whoop your ass and stuff like that. And so they got to beating on him. And DIY had ran in the beginning, in the first interaction, because I kind of said this out of order. But DIY had ran in the first interaction. And I thought they was going to be in the main event, because I was like, why the fuck is DIY here? Like, get these fucking clowns out of here. But they was crashing out. The bloodline was crashing out in the back. And what's his name? Oh, Jacob ran dumb hard into like some studio equipment where they had beat up DIY, and he ran into and flipped over the equipment, which was supposed to look like he hit Tommaso Ciampa, and he kind of missed him, but the shit was funny as hell because he was like flying. So they took out DYI and went to the ring in the main event to go ahead and whoop on the fucking Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens like, I just take all three. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can beat me down. And so the Street Profits came out. The Street Profits is over as can be. And there was a part that I think is very important. As they was moving around and moving and grooving and shit, Montez Ford did his move. He jumped. He did a suicide dive. Then he stood up on the announcer's desk and he did, like, I guess he got a new muscle move because he was like, yeah, yeah. And the audience, literally, the majority of the audience was like, yeah, yeah, with Montez Ford. I said, I hope somebody taking notice. The same way Jay had the Fireflies yeeting all in their pants and shit, Montez had the muscle man in the audience. Over as fuck. The match was fun. It was cool. And then it got like counted out or just was just too much and somebody threw the bell and they was like, fuck it. And then this is kind of where it kind of got a little bit overdrive. It was a bit clunky. It seemed like the bloodline wanted to put people through the table. They never got through it. Kind of the cues was a little off. At one point they was going to put Kevin Owens through the table, but then he fell and DYI came running in and they got their ass beat. And then everybody's still working each other over, right? Montez then got smashed in the middle of the ring. Fucking Dawkins was taken out a while ago. So it's just like pandemonium. And then, of course, and guess who coming out with a fucking chair? You guessed it. The boil on Kevin Owens' ass. Cody Rhodes. He comes out with a chair, hits a couple people. Jacob kicked the chair out of Cody's hands, but then Cody ended up giving Jacob a Cody cutter. And while he was standing there, you know, doing his little growl or whatever Cody does in the ring after he does a good move, Kevin Owens was behind Cody with a chair. When I tell you, I was like, please, please, you know I'm into it when I'm talking to the TV. I'm like, come on, bust his motherfucking head. Please, Kevin. You tired of him. Your issue is he's always in the fucking way. You've locked in with this motherfucker. He's always Captain Save-A-Ho. Bust his ass. Cody turned around. Kevin had the chair. Kevin put the chair down like, oh my God. Cody put his hand out. He pulled Cody in and hugged him. Kevin was looking like, oh my, this bitch. Like, I'm so tired of this. When Kevin busts Cody in the back, I'm going up. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going up. I'm screaming. It's up and it's stuck. I'm so tired. Cody is everywhere. Which, don't get me wrong, he is the champion, and I'm glad that he's getting a lot of shine. But it's like a gnat. You said last time, I'm tired of Bloodline, I don't want to fucking be bothered with them. And you injected yourself in Bloodline business. Cody wants to feel like, I don't even know, like he just want to fight these dudes and figure this shit out. And you injected yourself in fucking Kevin Owens' business. I know I said Cody, I'm in Kevin Owens' business. It's just like, this guy is working nerves. And I don't know if the character, of course, he's a babyface, a dumb babyface. Cody doesn't realize he's rubbing people the wrong way, but there's something coming up. And I love that. I do love that Triple H is going to tease this fucking turn. And when that turn comes, we gonna love it. And I don't know if that's what they want, but that's what's gonna happen. So I'll say overall, I think I hit everything. Michael Cole was gigging and wilding out, and then he said his watch said that he fell, which was funny. He was charged up. I think overall the show, it was cool. It was a cool show. It was way better than last week, I will say. They did redeem themselves a little bit. More highlights than lowlights. So I'm going to leave it here. You tell me what you think in the comments. I'll check you later. Deuces.